Hello and welcome to Lightwaves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the ThruNite Black Scout Survival version 5. This is a tactical, everyday carry, 18650 powered, high output flashlight. You can find this retailing on Amazon for $69.99. They always have coupons. This one had a 10% off coupon, bringing the price down to $63. Not bad at all. I'll have links below to this flashlight. It is really cool. Here's the box it comes in. Got illustration of it. Pretty awesome. And it comes in two different color combinations, black and desert tan. Desert tan looks really good. It's a tan with black treatment. I really like it. Cool white is all they had. I didn't see any neutral white. You might be able to get the neutral white from their website, which is right there. Okay, cool. So I took everything out of the box, give you an idea what we get. So star of the show, we get the flashlight, the BSS version 5, Black Scout Survival. Nice. Looking good. I like it. Accessories, we get a little bag here. We got a lanyard, 2 O-rings, and an extra jack for the, cover for the charging jack. Next we get the charging cable, USB to Type-C. It's a standard for this type of flashlight. And cool accessory, we get a red filter lens. Nice. Liking that. And last but not least, a carry holster, ThruNite branded. A little hook here. Nice wide loop here for the belt. Get all that. And of course we get our manual, which I turned to English. Look at it real quick for posterity in case I missed something. There's the illustration of the flashlight. Contact information up here. Adopts the SST70 LED, which is pretty awesome. They use that in their Catapult series for extra long throw. It's amazing. So here we are, parameters. Let's see if I can get this up close and personal. See how close I can get this. LED, we got the lens, reflector, working voltage, material. I'll go over all that stuff there. You can see there we got general mode, turbo, high, medium, low, FireFly, strobe, showing you Lumen ratings, and then of course run times, max throw, okay, water resistance, showing you the LED. It's got a red-blue LED on the switch, of course, and if it gets below 21%, it turns red. Time to charge. You don't want your flashlight running at 3.1 volts. It drops pretty fast from there. Over here, operation, of course, has electronic lock, which I'll talk about. Simple to operate. I do like that. And of course, direct access to turbo on the tail. Chargeable function and warranty. Okay, we're done with that. Let's get to the flashlight. Awesome. So, let's go over dimensions. We'll do a size comparison. Bring it down. Okay. So I got a few sets of dimensions here. The first set is the length. We have 5 5/8 of an inch with the bezel attached, the strike bezel. Without the strike bezel, if you took that away, we'd have a length of 5 1/4 inches. So with the bezel, 143 millimeters. Without the bezel, 133 millimeters. Not bad. We have a head diameter of 1 inch or 25 millimeters, and the same on the tail, 1 inch or 25 millimeters. Overall weight, empty, it's 86.5 grams. With the battery, just add about 40 to 45 grams, depending on what capacity battery you're using. Awesome. So let's go ahead and bring this back up and do a size comparison. I always like to do these. All right. So I have a competitor here, which we're going to show outside. I actually got a video of these two in action. It's pretty cool seeing both of these together. Very comparable flashlights. This is the Claris XT2 CR Pro, which I've reviewed, and I may have a link to it in the iCard section. Great flashlight. Over here is a 14500 powered. This is the ThruNite Archer Pro. This is an awesome little flashlight. A great backup, actually, to your main. This would be a great one to keep. It's very compact, and it's got infinity mode, which is fantastic, and it remembers mode memory as well. We have batteries. We have a 18650 flat top. The ThruNite will run on a flat top, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's loose inside there, and that's not good. You don't want your batteries loose inside your flashlight. So yeah, I would stick with the protected button top that it comes with. So there you go. This is a 21700 flat top. Give you an idea. Now, ThruNite's coming out with some really cool flashlights like the T3, which is a 21700 powered compact unit. You might want to check that video out as well. If I remember, I'll try to link that, or just search T3 Todderbert and it'll come up. That's a great flashlight as well. ThruNite's putting out some really neat stuff. Okay, so there you go for size comparison. And of course, you don't have those flashlights. I have a deck of cards here, which we'll have here more often. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He can spell like no one can. He loves ThruNites from China land. Iron Man. You get the idea. All right, awesome. Zooming back down, we're going to go over features of the famous Black Scout Survival. So it must have been built for them or under their specs because, yeah, I've never seen a flashlight with that aggressive of a bezel. Look at that thing. It's got 5 screwdriver blade style strike. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get hit with this. This would hurt. This is very aggressive. Yeah, not fun. Cool thing is it's removable. So we're going to remove it. And I'm going to leave it removed for the video because we're going to use that red filter here in a little bit. So we'll unscrew that. That comes off nicely. The threads are good. You want to put just a little light oil. I'm not sure. Probably not too much because then it might get on the front glass. So our glass there is a toughened glass lens with a anti-reflective coating. You can kind of see that coating there. It's purplish color. Smooth reflector. Get that throw. And then, of course, down below there, we have that high-powered luminous SST70 LED in cool white. Now, I did notice a greenish yellow tint to the when it's on a lower mode, FireFly low or medium. So I'm used to that not being the case with my flashlights, and it was a little annoying. So if you don't like that color tint, then you might not want this flashlight. You might want something like the Claris, because I didn't notice that on this one here. But when you're on high or turbo, it's cool white all the way. You don't see any yellow or green tint to the flashlight. So just want to bring that to your attention real quick. Some people don't mind as long as it lights up what they need. The body is a 6061 aircraft grade aluminum alloy, which is typical, and it's hard anodized Type 3 finish. Love that finish. It's great. And it's got a great grip here. As you can see, the knurling's nice and heavy. Heatsink is adequate here. It definitely helps cool when you're, especially when you're on turbo. This thing really, it gets hot to handle when it's on turbo. So don't use turbo all the time. Use it for emergencies. That's what I recommend. It's got a hat belt clip, which is neat to see on a flashlight of this size, because this isn't little. I mean, it's not like this little guy here, where it's got a hat belt clip, which makes more sense. This is a heavy flashlight. Usually you don't attach it to the brim of your hat, but you have that option, which is good. On the back here, we can tail stand it, believe it or not. It's got a protected tail switch, which is momentary or click on and off. So this gives you your access to turbo. Only to turbo, which is nice. And you can click and lock it in. There you go. 2 spots for lanyard hook points. And of course, we'll unscrew this. Show you the battery. And it runs on a protected cell, 3100 milliamp hour. Button top protected. So, like I said, don't run the flat tops if you don't have to, though it will if you're in an emergency. Okay, so we'll go ahead and just close this back up here. And yeah, talk about the power jack here. So on the back side, pull this up. You're greeted with your Type-C charge interface. This charges fast. I noticed 5 volts at 2 amps in when this battery was depleted. That's really amazing. Wow. So it charges the battery quick. So if you're using different types of batteries, make sure they can handle a fast charge if you're using this charging setup. If you're not, you'll have to take the battery out and charge it manually. But if you're using this Type-C port, your battery's going to charge super quick. Now pay attention to this jacket. It's a tight, snug fit, and it's a little tricky to get fully seated. You may have to mess with it a little bit. See how mine's still sticking up? To get that water tightness of IPX8, which is 2 meter for 30 minutes. I think I got it fully seated. There you go. Perfect. So that's the Type-C. Now, when you're charging this flashlight, you have access to low and FireFly. Some flashlights, you'll have access to all modes, but this particular one is FireFly and low only. Something to know? Yeah. What else can we talk about? So I talked about drop resistance is a 1.5 meter drop. So yeah, let's go ahead and go through the mode switch. So mode, so you got your tail, which I showed you, which is Momentary turbo. Gets a little warm. Or click it on, it's always on. Okay, but when it's on, the mode switch does nothing. Doesn't turn it off, doesn't change mode. So tail's only good for turbo, which is fine by me. Up front here, we can get, let's put the cards here. Turn it on, quick press to turn it on, quick press to turn it off. It has 3 modes in this mode here. You just press and hold while it's on, and it's going to cycle low, medium, high. And it's pretty nice. Okay, so when the flashlight's off or on, double quick press brings you to turbo. If you don't want to use the tail and your hands are in this position, turbo. From light on, turbo, double click. Okay, you also have a strobe feature, which is triple click. From off or on, which is nice. You also have FireFly mode, which is amazing, 0.3 of a lumen for 50 days. 50 days, amazing. I couldn't take a picture of it because it was very dim, but we press and hold while it's off, and we access the FireFly mode. There it is, 0.3 of a lumen. And that'll run 50 days. And to turn that off, just press off. It's off there. Now, if you want to enter lockout mode, which this also has, we want to press and hold, go to FireFly. While it's on FireFly mode, you will press and hold the mode switch until it goes out. And now if we click the button, it'll light up red saying we're locked out. Now to, of course, unlock it, just press and hold until FireFly comes back on. And now we have our light back. There we go. Nice. All right, so yeah, there it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to head to the garage, show you pictures I took in there, and then we're going to head outside and show you a little competition, the Claris XT2 CR Pro versus the BSS version 5. It's pretty cool to see them side by side in a video. So let's head to the garage and show you the BSS 5 in action. So here I am in the garage, 15 feet away from the garage door. Light is on turbo. This is 2,676 lumens to be exact. It will run for 120 seconds before throttling down to 610 lumens. And then at that level, it'll run out a remainder of 133 minutes. Expect the throw on turbo to be about 255 meters. Now just keep in mind the Claris, the one I just showed you, has a throw of 240 meters. So they're very comparable. And that in price as well. Going to the next picture, high. This is 1,413 lumens. Expect it to run 145 seconds before it throttles down to 606 lumens for a remainder of 140 minutes. This high is pretty intense. Next we'll go to medium. We're at 355 lumens. Expected to run 4.5 hours. I would like to have seen maybe a little different mode, like a 250 lumen, more usable, but 355 will work, and 4.5 hours is decent. Now we're on low. This is 29 lumens. This will run 53 hours. This might be a mode used the most. When I was walking around in the garage, I was using low as my guide. And low works really well, and medium works good for walking. And then, of course, I couldn't take a picture of FireFly because it was 0.3 of a lumen. It did not illuminate anything. So now we're going to head outside. I'm going to show you that Claris XT2 CR Pro versus this BSS version 5 at distances between 30 feet up to 100 feet, usable distance, and then possibly see something at 100 meters, but you're mostly going to see something at 100 feet. Okay, I'm outside with the ThruNite BSS version 5. I'm going to put it on high, which is 1,400 lumens. The archway there is 30 feet, tree behind it 50 feet, tree to the left there is 40 feet, and downrange there, between the archway and this tree, is a tree about 100 feet, really not picking it up. The throw of this light on turbo is 250 meters. So let's go to turbo. Double tap, there we go, we're on turbo, which is 2,600 lumens, archway, tree behind it, 50 feet. You can just make out the tree between there, about 100 feet. Yeah, you're going to bring it down the walkway here, Turning it off. Okay, getting kind of warm in the hand. In my left hand, I'm going to have the Claris XT2 CR Pro. This one has 2100 lumen turbo and a throw about 240 meters. So here it's turbo. Archway, tree behind it 50 feet. Tree to the left 40 feet. Getting the focus. And downrange, there's a tree in between there. We're at 100 feet. Okay, let's put both on turbo. Okay, right hand is the BSS version 5. I'm still on turbo on the left here with the XT2 CR Pro Claris. Both together. On the sidewalk. Back up. They're probably going to start throttling soon because they are getting pretty warm in my hands. So you get the idea. ThruNite. Yep, they're starting to throttle. Okay. Yeah, that was a pretty cool outdoor video. You get to see them both in action. And I'll do a quick desktop demo here. Just kind of go through the modes. And you can see these in action. So let's go ahead and turn these on. So this, I'm going to turn on medium, which is 355 lumens. And over here, I'm going to turn this on high, which is 400 lumens. So to do this, I click it on, and then I have to go to the mode switch. Click it once, and it's on high. So there we are. It's 400 lumens. Go ahead and turn the light off here. Now, just for a little background information, the Claris XT2 CR Pro is $67 on Amazon. I'll have links too. This has 2100 lumen turbo, which is amazing. It also has, let's say it's high as 400 lumens for 4 hours, a medium mode, 100 lumens for 11 hours, a low mode, 10 lumens for 150 hours, to give you an idea. It doesn't have a FireFly mode or a Moonlight mode, but does have a Type-C jack there. But does have a dual mode switch where you can go to turbo and strobe instantly. But it's exposed design, makes you bump it by mistake sometimes. So I do like the ThruNite's electronic lockout much better. So let's go ahead and show you the beam pattern here. Bring them in. So in person, it's pretty bright. I'm going to try to bring them up off the table higher here. Okay, ThruNite on my right, Claris on my left. Now the Claris definitely is more white temperature, and the ThruNite has more of a warmer tint at the setting. Color, here's the Claris for color rendering. Here's the ThruNite. Give you an idea. As far as spill, they're both about equal spill, I would say. Yeah, they're pretty equal. There you go. Nice. Okay, so we'll go ahead and just click off the Claris, and let's go ahead and go through the modes here, maybe put on that red filter. So aim at the ceiling here. We're, of course, on the medium mode. Going down to low. Medium, high, low, medium, high, and then now we'll go to turbo. Turbo's lighting everything up in the room, of course. It's a huge amount of light, and it's getting pretty hot in my hand. So we're going to go down to FireFly mode. There we go, FireFly, 0.3 of a lumen. This is awesome. As far as RFI goes, it has some slight. Let's go ahead and show you. Go ahead and turn my radio on. I think it's mainly on low modes. Let's get up to local station here and give you an idea what it sounds like.
Something amazing is happening this holiday season. The Amaze Light Festival is like nothing you've ever experienced, with worlds of light that come alive through an immersive storybook. Enjoy live music, dancing, and the lovable storybook characters Zing and Sparky, who are live at Amaze. But Amaze is for all ages. Come experience a light show you'll never forget. Shop, eat, sled, or take a ride on the Arctic Express. Visit AmazeLightFestival.com and book your amazing...
That's the RFI on this flashlight, and it pretty much just on the low mode I notice any type of RFI on it. FireFly, you can definitely make out the radio still. Low mode, you just have to have it up off the radio. And you're fine. About a foot and a half. Looks good. Alright, cool. So you get the idea. So let's see. Let's play around with this red light, see what it looks like. Yeah, I never got a chance to really try this out. Let's go ahead and thread this on and see what it looks like. So I gotta be real careful here, doing this in the dark. Threads are nice. Okay, so I can see it's got kind of a yellow ring on the edge, as you can see there on my hand. But there's our red light. Let's go to the modes here. Okay. So low, medium, high. Boy, that's really nice. Like a ceiling, turbo. Turbo on the desk, yeah, crazy bright. FireFly mode and red light, barely picking that up. I wonder if you can, yeah, you can see it here. But on the desk, you really gotta have your night vision to see. I'm gonna bump my radio. There you go. Look, you can barely make out the buttons. Yeah, you'll probably be using it on low or medium. Yeah, low looks really good with the red. It's probably the best setting for this. That's what I would use it for. All right, so let's go ahead and unscrew that. That's pretty handy. I'm liking that a lot. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and turn our lights back on. Do final thoughts of the BSS version 5. All right. Yeah, I got lots of stuff here. Okay, got my Iron Man cards there. Turn that off. It's getting warm. Yeah, right here where the heatsink is, which is good. That's what you want. So yeah, there we go. There's our Claris. Okay, cool. So, you know what? I'm gonna put this back on too. This is cool. It's cool you can interchange this. It'd be neat if it came with more folders like green and blue. I would like that. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that locks on pretty good. Definitely got to use the holster with that. You're not going to want to pocket carry without a holster because that'll hurt yourself trying to grab it. Because that is very aggressive. Probably the most aggressive crown I've seen on a flashlight that I own. But anyway, I mean, I'm sure there's others that are more aggressive than that. But I think this is keeps you legal in a sense, right? Because they're not knife edge. They're like screwdriver blades. There you go. Get the idea. But yeah, liking the whole look of it, the feel, the access to turbo on the tail, man, it's nice. It is actually really nice to have. Like I said, the Claris has that too. Its tail, Momentary. It's got strobe. It's on a different mode right now, but you can have strobe on the tail, which is nice, which I like. But yeah, overall, which one should you get? It just depends. This, even with the orange peel reflector, it has quite a bit of throw. I like the ThruNite better. I like the fact that it has a threaded bezel and I can change the filter. Putting the red filter on is cool because I like night vision and I use, looking at stars at night. That's a neat thing to have, red filter, and so that's a big win in my book. Tactical, simple, right there to turbo. Very handy, of course, the high, fast charge rate. Not the exposed tail. It's got a guarded tail versus an unguarded tail. It's important to me as well. A Claris is a nice flashlight. I will say that, but I would prefer the ThruNite because of the threaded top. Gives me, better abilities. That's just me. All right. So you get there. It is the ThruNite BSS version 5. It's a winner. $60 is a good price for this. Definitely for a tactical, defensive flashlight that you want to carry because it does have a thinner profile than the 21700 cells, and you do have this aggressive top to it if you want it, or you can take it off. And I think that's nice. You can have the option to remove it. Simple mode switch here where you can use this flashlight every day. Having a FireFly mode that runs 50 days, absolutely amazing. And of course, it's strobe. It's a 1200 lumen strobe for 220 minutes. So overall, pretty impressed with the BSS version 5. So run out and get one. I'm just kidding. But anyway, there's links below if you guys want to support the channel and you like ThruNite brand. Yeah, the BSS version 5 is really a bad boy in this size. If they made the same version in a 21700, I'd be all over that as well. All right, hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a big like if you did. 2, if you like ThruNite, subscribe at the bell icon, get notified of future videos and deals. I always post deals, you guys know that. The ones who watch my channel do. And 3, comment below what you think about this particular flashlight. Would you pick it up? Are you more of a fan of the Claris model? Or do you have a different 18650 tactical that you like that you might want to see on my channel? Let me know and I'll feature it. There you are. I think I have one Sofern that I need to review yet. So, okay. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next video.